Hello, hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so I have officially moved to a different spot in my craft room where I usually do a lot of my creating so that I don't have all the hot mess that I've had the last 2 times I've been live. Since for whatever reason, I cannot figure out how I can make it smaller. So, I just want to look at my Facebook real quick so that I can get it adjusted to make sure that it's straight and all that good stuff. We don't want it crooked and whatever else. So, I think I have everything up and ready to go. If you are here, let me know that in the comments as I get everything adjusted. I think I'm making things worse over here. As always, right? It just takes me a little while to figure it all out. This is actually the little station that I use during my team meetings to show all of our mystery cards that we do and to do our like project for the night. So I decided to try to use it so that all you see is my nice pretty background, which seems to be working. So all right, let's get started. I am going to create another box with you guys tonight. We are going to be creating this one. So here's the one we created last night. And we are going to be creating this one tonight. And inside are these cookies and creams pokey. Now these are coconut, or no, I'm sorry, not coconut, but cocoa biscuit sticks. I had never seen these, but I found on, I think it was Dollar General, I found these here. And I was like, those are interesting. And so I bought a pack, was going to do a project with it, and then I didn't. But then I found these at the grocery store. And so we found these at Food Loin. And I think Publix has them as well. So anyway, so I grabbed these because I thought these would look great with a little ghost on them since they are white. So this is what we're going to make tonight. And I'm going to set that aside so that I can have my little cheat sheet to look at. This is the stamps that we're going to be using. We're going to be cutting out our little ghost there. Obviously, we have another little ghost here, and then that's a little Dracula ghost as well. So, really cute stamp set and very simple sentiments, which is always great as well. All right. So the first thing we're going to actually do is cut out our, or not cut out, but do our scoring. So we are going to score our cardstock. I'm going to make sure I get it in the screen so that you can see it. And I will have, like last night, I will have after the live is done, I will actually have all of the measurements and a link to all the products that are used so that you'll have all of that at your fingertips, okay? So let's start out with this, and I'm going to look at my cheat sheet real quick. So on a 9.5 side, we are going to score at 1. Let's do it with the thicker one. So we're going to do 1, 4 1/4, 5 1/4, and we're going to do 8 1/2. Okay. Then we're going to flip it onto the short side here. And we are going to score at 1. Hello, Sharon. It popped up your name when you logged on. I hope you are doing well tonight. All right. So now we've got our score lines there. And of course, the measurements and stuff, it'll have the score lines on the description when I post that right after the video. And Sharon, actually, while you're on here, I wanted to know if you were actually going to be at class on Saturday because I was going to mail the scrapbook stuff to you, but I'm afraid it's going to get bent because I don't have a padded envelope for that particular size to fit in. So are you going to be at class? And then I can give it to you there and it'll be in prestige condition and you will not have folded a brochure. All right, so we're going to cut. You're going to pick one side, doesn't matter which. You can just pick one of these on your ends, and we'll just start over here. Since I'm left-handed, we'll start on the left side. We're going to go up. Again, I always cut on either side of that score line hump, but this one is going to get cut off. So we're going to just cut that, and we're going to cut here at an angle. We're going to come up here, cut this one at an angle. And then we are going to cut on either side of our hump here. I gotta get used to being so close to the camera. It throws off my left-handed cutting. It took me a bit to find it. Yes, I will be. And Christine, yes, I did email with Christine today. Good. I am glad, Sharon. Yeah, the videos are going into the actual events, and it's because it's keeping it there with the event that I actually posted. It took me a while to find it myself when I came live. So, all right, and then we'll do this one. And great, I will bring that brochure to you in a little envelope. One of those plastic envelopes I put everything in so that you'll have it. Okay, so now we've got here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our box together. So we're going to take some Stampin' Seal and we're going to run it twice. We're going to do 2 lines. Let's see if I can get that one to go. Yep. All right. And then we're going to take and fold this over just like this. And then we're going to fold this on top. And then we're going to press it really good. Make sure it stays. Okay? All right. Now we're going to take our box. So this is going to be our back side. So what we want to do is we want to put this down first. This one. Let's see if I can put it up like this. Okay. Then we're going to actually enclose these two like this. So what I want to do is put seal on this flap right here. And it just needs to be a little bit. And then we're going to put it on this small side flap here. And then we're going to press them down like that. Then we're going to put some seal on this flap here. And we're going to close it up like that. And then both of your ends will be facing toward the same direction. So that will be your back. Now a trick I do to make sure it's all good and secure is I take the end of my bone folder, this part right here, and I stick it in and I just rub it back and forth. And that helps to kind of keep it, to make sure that all that adhesive is sticking down there. Okay, now we're going to set that aside for just a second. We're going to grab our ribbon and we're going to use my favorite ribbon tonight, because I feel like it goes with the black and the white of the box itself. And so we've got our other box over here. We're going to take and wrap the ribbon around it. And we're going to tie a bow at the top. And all this is doing is helping you to pull it back out of your actual box. It's not, purpose is not to like, you know, waste ribbon or whatever, but it's going to help you pull out the actual box from this box from the blue box. And I chose the Azure Afternoon only because that is pretty much that same color. All right, and then we've got that there. So now we're going to take and cut like that. There we go. And then we've got that one done. And then we're just going to literally slide it in. And now you've created something that can help you just slide it back and forth. And then you can use the ribbon after you're done eating it. You can use the ribbon to, you know, for another project. All right, so now that we've got that done, let's build up our box on the front. I'm going to set that aside because we're going to do some stamping as well. All right, so we have a piece of our Halloween. I think it's called, let's see, it's called Halloween Spells DSP. So that is what we're going to be using to cover the front here. And this is what the back side looks like. It's purple polka dots. And so then we've got that. So we're going to adhere this right down to the front of it. Ta-da. All right, and then I cut 2 strips from the same paper. Of course, that's the back side of it. And what we're going to do is we're actually just going to kind of create some papers off on the edge here. So what I want to do is I want to cut this one at an angle. So we're going to cut this one up like this. And then we're going to make sure it's sticking off far enough. And then we're going to come over here and cut here. Okay, and then we're going to just flip this over, put some adhesive only in the center because you don't want the adhesive to be on the parts that are hanging over. And you're just going to put it at an angle like this. Okay, then we have a piece like this, and we are going to leave that exactly how it is here. So the straight edges like that. And we're going to come up and measure it. Very similar to that, and then we'll cut off there. And then again, we're just going to go down the center, and then we're going to adhere it like that. Okay? Then I've cut a piece of designer series paper from the Country Woods. So it's got the wood patterns in it. I kind of felt like, I know it's brown, but you can't really tell. It kind of looks like a scary Halloween night, but it's not too scary. So, so we're going to use that. And what I'm going to do is actually, pop it up. Actually, before we put that on, let's go ahead and do our stamping. Might get a little ahead of myself there. Let's do our ghost first. And we're going to do the flying ghost with the broom. I'm going to ink it up really well. We're going to stamp it right there. And then we're going to take our Azure Afternoon. We're going to start with our light. And we're going to color the entire hat with the light. And then we're going to do just the inside of that. All right, and then we're going to go back with our dark, and we're going to kind of add in some dark lines. All right, let's go here and do that one, and then we'll do this one. And then we're going to take some smoky slate, and we're going to do just this and this. And it is little. And we need to actually do this right here in blue. I'm going to just color over it all one more time. All right. Now, with the cape, we're going to do smoky slate for that one. And it is little like corners too. So I have a hard time getting in those little corners. All right, we'll get that colored. And then we're going to do the broom. And that's going to be, it's real skinny. You could even use your watercolor pencils for these. And that might be a little bit skinnier of of a place, or, you know, of a tip for you to use. And then we're going to do some crumb cake for down here. All right, so there we go. Now we're going to do my favorite thing, and that is fussy cut. And this might take me a minute because it is quite a lot, but we will get through it. It really actually is not that bad. It just takes me longer to fussy cut than it does most people because of my left-handedness, but I get quicker the more I do it. At least that's what I tell myself. And the best way, and I know I share this all the time, but the best way for fussy cutting is to leave your scissors in the same direction, but move your actual paper. And when you move your paper, it helps you to actually get that little white border around it. You can guide your scissors better, usually. But again, left-handed, it's a little harder for us. It really is. All right, and then we'll get in this little nook and cranny over here. And continue around the cape. And then I'm going to kind of cut off that to just give me a little bit more finger movement. Less hanging off. All right, now this is going to be a little trickier. So I'm actually going to come up this way to get this half of it. And then once I get up there, we're just going to cut that straight across like that. All right, and then we're going to continue with our broom. And I'll come back and straighten that other little part out in a second. All right, continue around. This is definitely the hardest part of this box. This might be one that you save for that really special friend to give them a little treat for sure. All right, there we go. And so I'm just going to kind of come up here and clean up this little edge of the broom right here. There we go. All right, and that is done. Okay, then the last thing I want to stamp is I want to stamp my little boo right here. So we're going to stamp it in Azure, and we're going to stamp it all the way down here onto the right side. Ta-da. Okay. Now we are going to trim this end by doing a flag. So I'm going to cut off just a little bit there, and then we're going to do a flagged end. So we're going to go up that center and up like that. All right. And then we're going to set that aside. We're going to go ahead and put dimensionals on the back of our ghost here. So we'll put one there, and one there. And then I'm not going to put anything on the broom just because it's really tiny. You could, if you wanted to, you could take one of these little edges, and actually I'll show you real quick. So you could take an edge here, and this piece right here, you can actually make whatever size you need it to be. And so you could take off that back and lay it right there. And then that'll fit on it. So you can do that as well. Or do nothing, whichever. All right, and then we're going to take and adhere this on here. We're going to kind of put it toward the bottom, kind of like that. All right. We're going to put dimensionals on the back of this. We're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in the center. All right, and we're going to place this where we kind of want it to hang off. Then we're going to take our boo. We're going to actually pop up just where the boo is. So we're going to put a dimensional right there. And we're going to adhere this kind of right here in the center. And actually, before we do that, we need to do our bow. See, I'm skipping a step already. We're going to take some black twine, and this will be the rest of that for me. And we're going to just tie a cute little bow. Just like that. All right, we're going to take a glue dot, and I've just got these little big glue dots that came in a kit. We're going to stick that on the back of it. And then we're going to grab this, and we're going to put that right there next to that dimensional. Okay, now we're going to come back to our box, and we are going to put this right here, like that. Okay, then we'll take the backs off of our box, of our circle, and we will stick this right here. And what we're trying to do is not cover up that bow, but get it as close as possible. All right, and then that is our box number 2 for our little Cerci Halloween market. You can trim these down if you wanted to, but I think it kind of makes it look, a little cuter with them being so long. And you're going to hand deliver these. You're not going to mail them. So, but that is project number 2. And again, here is our project from last night. I think I have the other one right here. There we go. And that is our project from last night. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed project number 2. Again, check the video in the description in about 5 minutes, and I will have all of the measurements up top. Oh, Sharon, I found these at this particular cookies and cream one. This was at Food Loin, and they also have these at Publix, so you can get them from there. Then I found these. This was actually the original project that I was going to create for, and these were at Dollar General, so you can find these at Dollar General as well. The Dollar General does not have the cookies and cream, though. And I'll put that in the post too, of where you can find the cookies and cream one, just so that it's there for you to look at later on. But all right, thank you very much, and I will see you guys on Friday at 7 o'clock. Tonight obviously was a little later because of church, but Friday will be at 9 o'clock, at 7 o'clock, and it'll be right here on Facebook again. All right, everyone, I'll see you next time. Bye.